hello to all my friends out there, and I want to make a lunch that costs me less than $1. So I'm making some chorizo and cheese quesadillas. And so I have 2 flour tortillas. Oh, I'm getting good at the flipping. Okay. So these are going to be some good quesadillas. You know, when you make them at home, they're even good left over. Okay, but I want to make mention. Okay, this is my quesadilla pan, and what I did was I fried my my chorizo in a little oil, and then I, moved the chorizo to one side, and I blotted the oil because, you don't want to get really greasy quesadillas. That's undesirable. I think they're almost done. You know, these grills are great. Okay, it's perfect. Okay. And I made 1.5 because, if you're really, really hungry sometimes, 1 is not enough. So you want to make sure you have enough. And you don't have to worry because these are really good left over. So, okay, one of the things I stockpiled was 2 chorizos. I buy those for $1 each. And I use for these, I use 1/3 tube, so about 33 cents chorizo. But if you don't have chorizo, sausage would be good too. And I bought 4 of these packages of cheese for $2. And what I did is I purposely looked around for the cheapest deal I could find on cheese. This is good cheese, 99 cents only. Okay, so now, last night, I had my brown rice with spaghetti sauce. So I knew I have a lot of spaghetti sauce. I have to make something. So what I want to make is some lasagna, but I do not want to spend a lot of money to use up my 99-cent can of spaghetti sauce. I think that would be pretty stupid. Okay, so I bought this cheese, mozzarella cheese, for $2 at Grocery Outlet, and I thought I took out my beef patty mix, but I didn't. I took out the sausage. But I will make my lasagna with the beef patty mix, and then I will just I will fry the beef patty mix and take out maybe some onion and take out the oil and mix it with the spaghetti sauce. And this is the no cook lasagna, but I usually I boil it a minute or 2 just to make sure. And this is my leftover mint tea, and just to let you know, this stuff is great iced tea. You got to try that. I'm telling you, that's the best tea ever. Okay, so what I will do is I will, they say start on the bottom with sauce. So I'll have a layer of sauce, I have a layer of lasagna, and then I'll have sauce and cheese. And and then I will sprinkle Parmesan cheese. I'm only having 2 layers, and then I'll put a top layer on and repeat, because this isn't really that much cheese. Okay, now let me taste my quesadilla. And if it's no good, I'll tell you, it tastes awful. You don't even need salsa on this. And I fried my my quesadillas in this olive oil. And one of the followers said, that's not the right kind of oil, but I'm using this oil up, and then, All right, so what I did was I got another recipe out of the kids' cookbook. I'm going to give it to you. This cookbook was well worth 50 cents. If you can stand thrift shops, you can get some good cookbooks. So, this doesn't have meat, but I like meat in my lasagna. And when I fry meat for my lasagna, I don't break it up in tiny pieces. Italian sausage would be good too. Sausage would be good. I leave it in a bite-sized piece. And then I will use dry parsley, probably about a tablespoon, and Parmesan cheese. I will use my dry Parmesan cheese and dry basil, and I have garlic powder. So this is really good because it's everything that I have in the stockpile. And then I just bought mozzarella cheese for $2 because, I don't want my lasagna costing a fortune. I just want a little dinner. This dinner will cost less than $5. And so, okay, back to my delicious quesadilla. Gotta try this. Plain cheese quesadillas are yummy too. And so, I had some good comments today. I was working, so, I haven't seen too many of them. But the ones I saw, I liked. They were constructive. And another thing is everyone doesn't have to agree with everything I say. They can have their own opinion. I think that is the most important thing, tolerance for everybody. Now, if somebody is just being contrary, no, I really don't appreciate it at all. But, if they have an opinion that's totally different from my opinion, I actually like it. And furthermore, sometimes I change my mind. I go, yeah, that is really, really right. Okay, about President Trump, and I did say Trump this time, thank the good Lord, coming to San Diego. I really appreciated it because I thought it showed support for our military. And, these people, risk their lives. These people will give their lives for their country. And so, our president elected supported them, and I really, really appreciate it. I happen to be a big fan of President Obama as well. I happen to be a big fan of America as well. And also, I didn't mean to pass over the House of Representatives and firemen. No, I didn't mean to. I wouldn't do that. And I didn't mean to pass over the Coast Guard or the Border Patrol, Anyway, that's all Americans working together to make America great. And does the system fail? Yeah, sometimes it does. Here in El Cajon, the police shot a poor mentally disturbed guy. And, bad things happen all the time. But overall, it is good. It really is. And they're the same. They risk their lives. Some of them lose their lives. We had a couple. We had one funeral out there at Shadow Mountain Church a while back. That was a sad one for one of the police officers. So, okay. But back to the comments. Everyone can have an opinion in America. I was watching Super Soldier Talk, and they were talking about North Korea. Oh, you want to go and say something bad in the streets about their president? That's not a good idea. And that freedom of speech is very important. Very, very important. And one time I was walking by my neighbors, who were here from the Mideast, and they were, studying for their citizenship. And they're some of the hardest working, citizens in San Diego. And it said, no one is above the law, not even the president. And so, that's the thing, our laws are for everyone and keeps everyone safe. And so I just wanted to chime in on that. And thank you for your comment. Oh, and another thing, there was a comment about meat. And so, okay, once in a while, I'll buy some food. I'll buy it cheap, and I hate it. That is why I will buy like a small bag and try it, or I will buy one tray and try it, because I don't want to get stuck with stuff I hate, and it's happened before. I had bad flour from a source unnamed, but it was none of the major grocery stores. So, I won't be buying flour. And I hated the steaks, really. I have to tell you, I hated them. I did everything to make it better. I ground them up, but actually, I really hated them. One thing I can say for Walmart is I have never bought bad food there. Not even not even a piece of produce that I didn't like. And it's not saving money when you buy food you don't like. So I really appreciated that comment. And, it was disturbing thinking, like when you're poor, you're eating substandard food. That's a bad thought. And one of the things I really like about Prepper Princess is she mentioned free food. And in my opinion, if you don't have enough food, be humble. Go to the community centers or wherever you have to do. And here in El Cajon, and this is good too. This is cheese. I eat everything. Here in El Cajon, nothing to stop you from going to every church that passes out food. I mean, I'm not saying be selfish, but if you need the food and the one place doesn't give you enough food, go to the next place. Or, you can go to social services and see if you qualify for anything. And if you do, I think you should get it. I mean, if you can't get it, there's the churches. And so, you can go. There's nothing to stop you from going to more than one church. One time, we knew this girl and her boyfriend burned the apartments down. Not just their apartments, the apartments. He left bacon grease going. So, everybody's pretty mad. And so even the Red Cross was pretty mean to them and said, well, go to your church. They go, we don't go to a church. They said, go to the last church you went to. So they went to the blank church, I won't say. And so the church, the girl went. And so at the church, they said, wait a second. Now we want to meet this boyfriend of yours. So, they made her drag the boyfriend in. Because they had nothing. It burned up. She had a little kid. They were both in school. So, but he humbly went in. And they took one look at him. And, they weren't horrible, but not that nice either. They said, okay, we're not giving you any money, but we will give you food and we will give you clothes. That we will do. And so the lesson learned there is, humbly accept whatever you can get when you're down and out. Don't be prideful, do what you got to do. That's my opinion. And I really like the comments. And if I don't like the comments, I delete them. So, if the comment is still there, you can bet it wasn't too bad. It was okay. It had some merit. But, if people just want to criticize, I don't appreciate it. Nobody wants to put up with that either. And my son said, don't say that, you'll get trolls. I go, yeah, I know, it could happen. So, okay, you guys, God bless you all.